Hello everyone and welcome back to another week of the TCL. We are now in the second to last week. We are up against current second place, the Fuchsia City Greninjas, piloted by Andrew aka Small Creations. So, he's got a pretty interesting team. Unfortunately, though, he didn't bring the Latias or the Scrafty. I was really hoping he would bring the Scrafty because I prepped my Latios just specifically for those, and you will see what surprise my Latios has. But now I really regret not bringing Life Orb on my Latios. But well, I couldn't really know what he was going to do. Now, Infernape lead seems a bit obvious, with a fake out to potentially break my Sash on Axelgor. So I'm gonna lead Landers against him. He actually leads Mamoswine. So this Mamoswine could be all sorts of Mamoswine. Since it does learn the Ice type attack that is super effective onto water types, I feel like he's going to be a mixed set. If he sets up Stealth Rocks right now, he sets up Stealth Rocks, but I'm gonna go into my Umbreon, because after the Intimidate, I think Umbreon can take on like anything Mamoswine wants to throw at it. Now the Infernape is potentially a big problem because it could be mixed. It could have Hidden Power Ice, and with Hidden Power Ice and potentially Grass Knot. Okay, he goes for the Icicle Crash right away. We see no Life Orb, so that's good to know. And here, I think everything on his side of the field gets hit by Foul Play, like decently hit by Foul Play. So I'm just gonna click Foul Play. Mega Venusaur is a problem, but thankfully it cannot set up anything like Calm Mind or things like that. So it's not the biggest of issues, I guess. And we can catch it off guard, I hope, with my Latios. I really hope we can catch it off guard with Latios. And yeah, there's the Venusaur. So Venusaur takes a decent 29% through Foul Play. So I'm gonna stay in and I'm gonna click Foul Play once again. I don't know what he's going to try to do. Giga Drain for only 23%. That is fine by me. It seems kind of like a stall war, I guess. I could go out into my Landers right now. But before I do that, I'm gonna Wish, because my Umbreon is not really afraid of the Venusaur. We might get some information off of the Venusaur. And if he's been paying attention to my battles and everything, he can figure out that I've been using pretty much the same Umbreon set every single week. And if he switches out, we can get back to full health and scout out what he wants to do with a Protect. So yeah, he's really thinking his move after the first few turns, which went by really fast. I do expect him to have Synthesis. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't have Synthesis on the Venusaur. Especially because his team seems pretty bulky. But yeah, there's a Wish. So, my switch into Landers seems a bit obvious, I guess. So I'm gonna Protect to get my Umbreon back into full health. I am stalling out his PP a bit. And he's shown Giga Drain on Sludge Bomb. So I'm gonna switch out into my Landers directly. If he has Hidden Power Ice, he has Hidden Power Ice. I do resist the Sludge Bomb. He doesn't get a Poison, thankfully. And now I have two. Venusaur could have Hidden Power Fire or Hidden Power Ice, but he cannot have both. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to set up my Stealth Rock. I think they will be very important for the likes of Landorus. And so that Mamoswine switched out immediately and we saw no Life Orb. So every time it comes in, it will get damaged, and he has no way to remove hazards. So He goes out into Electros, that's perfectly fine. Electros has no way of outspeeding us, so we are free to U-turn. And now Electros could be a bit of a problem, but I think Umbreon can handle anything Electros wants to do to us. He knocks off my leftovers, which is definitely unfortunate, but not the end of the world. It just means we have to play a lot safer with the Wish. And he actually, my Umbreon outspeeds his Electros and he's able to gain initiative through the Volt Switch. So it will be interesting to see what he goes out into right now. But no Stealth Rock on the field. I don't know, I feel pretty confident in going out into my Excelgor later on and just hazard stacking even further. He goes out into Infernape. And he shows leftovers Infernape. Wow, okay. So apparently there are bulky Infernape sets that I am not aware of. Yeah, it could be physically defensive Infernape, which Umbreon would not get KO'd by the close combat. He would not get KO'd by the close combat, but I mean, he could have knockoff as well, I guess. But seeing the leftovers makes me feel confident to go out into my Alomomola. He goes for a Will-O-Wisp, that is completely fine by me. I do have Heal Bell on Umbreon, and okay, now what do I do now? That Will-O-Wisp, I think, means we won't be seeing any fake out from that Infernape. I do get to Scald here and potentially burn the Venusaur. I do get the burn, which is very, very fortunate, not gonna lie. And I'm gonna go out into my Excelgor because I definitely think he's going to use Synthesis right now. He cannot afford to have Venusaur go down. Yeah, there's a Synthesis. So I'm gonna click Encore, which is the safer move. He might not expect it. He might expect an offensive move, but yeah, he actually stays in. So he goes back up to full health, but we're going to get a free set of spikes here, which, like I said, I don't think he has any way to remove the hazards. I mean, none of his Pokemon can learn Defog, I believe, or Rapid Spin. So I get at least 2 free layers of spikes, or even potentially all 3 of them, thanks to my Focus Sash here. Because Venusaur can't do anything to us. And even though he's almost back at full health, he only has 8 Synthesis total. So that could definitely help us out in like a stall war between Umbreon and Venusaur later in the game. So I'm feeling very confident about this match so far. We both brought really, really bulky teams. And okay, Electros comes in. Now, let me just make sure. That's, I would imagine, an Assault Vest Electros. So, would my Excelgor do enough damage? 25% minimum. So, I'm gonna click Bug Buzz here. I do take down Electros, which is awesome. Definitely awesome. Since Electros with the Fire type moves and the Lightning moves could threaten both Scizor and Alomomola. And Excelgor is completely safe right now. I do have 1 layer of spikes and the Stealth Rock up, and I even have Final Gambit to potentially take a KO on something, like just immediately take down a Pokemon. So there's Tornadoes. Now, Tornadoes is usually not scarfed, and with Heat Wave, I think removing Tornadoes from the field is definitely good, because One layer of spikes and one layer of stealth rocks will affect all of his Pokemon, so really limit his switch-ins. And I'm actually just gonna go for the final gambit. I KO my own Axelgar, but I also take down his Tornadus. So I'm okay with that trade. I really think it's a good trade for me. And now, Infernape doesn't really threaten me too much right now. Venusaur will take a lot of damage. And see, the thing is, Mamoswine. So if he goes out into Mamoswine, I can bring in Scizor. What's my safer play here? I think I'm gonna go out into Landers because, yeah, Landers intimidates Infernape. He can potentially burn me, but I do get an Intimidate off. So potentially Umbreon becomes a switch in here. He could have hidden Power Ice, that's for sure. Or he could burn me. But I think... I mean, do I Earthquake here? Do I think he's going to Will-O-Wisp? I'm gonna click Earthquake. He does use Will-O-Wisp. I am completely fine with that. I deal a ton of damage. He deals some damage as well. And now he did go first. So, but does he even have anything for Landers? I'm gonna click U-turn here. Oh wow, he actually has Slack Off. Okay, that's fine. That's Will-O-Wisp and Slack Off. So that means he is the physically defensive Infernape, which my Umbreon will not enjoy dealing with. Actually, nothing on my team enjoys dealing with that guy. So. Yeah, this bulky Infernape is definitely a problem. But I could go out into my Latios. Now, I just need to check though. Because Mamoswine... I really think Mamoswine is going to be scarfed of some sort. So a +1 Dragon Claw, because my Latios is offensive, is not going to be able to KO Mamoswine. But I don't think he switches in Mamoswine anyways. I think he switches in Dusknoir. And Dusknoir, if it's potentially Choice Band, Ice Punch could KO me. And yeah, Dragon Claw is not gonna do enough anyways. So I did U-turn. I guess I can go out into Latios and just click Send Headbutt. But now I'm really regretting bringing in the physically offensive Latios. I'm gonna go for the safe move. I'm gonna click Send Headbutt. I shoot out speed the Infernape 100% of the time. And whatever comes in, be it Dusknoir or potentially Mamoswine, yeah, it is a Dusknoir. They do take the spikes damage and the stealth rock, and my Send Headbutt deals some significant damage, I guess. So now Dusknoir kind of threatens me, but not really. So I'm gonna go out into my Lomomola. We'll probably, yeah, see a Pain Split here. It does fully recover. So I'm gonna click Wish, because I think Venusaur is going to come in. And I have now revealed that Latios is physically offensive. I have revealed that now. But he's not a Choice Band set, so we could potentially set up 2 Dragon Dances against this thing. And yeah, the Send Headbutt did some decent damage. He actually goes for a Power-Up Punch. So I did Wish, so now I'm gonna click Toxic because I don't want this Dusknoir to really threaten me too much. He's taking Rocky Helmet damage. Now he will take extra Toxic damage. He is at +2 though. So I'm gonna go out into my Landorus to Intimidate and remove one power-up punch. Alomomola will also heal through the Regenerator ability. And then I can U-turn out and come back out into my Alomomola. So I think it's okay. Things are looking okay. We also do not see any sort of leftovers on that Dusknoir, so could potentially be a rest chest ovary set, but I don't think that's too likely. I really don't think that's too likely. But yeah, that Power Punch definitely meant I had to Toxic this guy, because he has no way to cure that. And I think the most scary Pokemon right now is the Mamoswine, but Scissor checks Mamoswine, and it's kind of a soft check to Venusaur as well. So he goes for another Power Punch. He's not dealing too much damage, and the Toxic damage is going to start piling up here. So I'm just gonna do what I said I was going to do. I'm going to U-turn. The Power Punch did 6.8%. He's not gonna be faster than my Landers, of course, so there's no way he connects an Ice Punch before we get the U-turn off. And Alomomola can just sponge whatever attack Dusknoir wants to deal with. And Pain Split doesn't really matter because of Toxic. So I'm gonna Wish again. He actually goes for a Shadow Sneak, which does deal a decent amount of damage. 21%. But I can just Protect here, get another turn of Toxic damage, and he will probably Pain Split afterwards. But there will come a point. Yeah, he switches out because I was always going to win that Stall War, I guess. Now, Venusaur is in here. We've seen Giga Drain, we've seen Sludge Bomb, and we've seen Synthesis. Does he have Hidden Power Fire? I don't think he does, and I think this is a prime opportunity for Umbreon to come in and heal Bill. He actually goes for the Synthesis. I can't pronounce that. So that's perfectly fine by me. I'm gonna click Heal Bill here. He goes for a Sludge Bomb. Doesn't get the Poison still. So now I click Wish. And then I Protect. Wow, he gets a critical hit and the poison. Wow. Wow, he got the absolutely perfectly timed Sludge Bomb. Or critical hit rather. Wow. Not gonna lie, that's a bit unfortunate. Because if it had just been the crit or just the poison, we would have been fine. But Umbreon goes down to the Venusaur because of that. But here I get a free Earthquake against anything he has. And I will get my Landers back to full health. So I'm definitely okay with that as well. Nothing can switch into this Earthquake. Nothing really can switch into this Earthquake. I would expect Hidden Power Fire before. Oh wow, he has Hidden Power Ice. I cannot believe this. What? Wow. He actually has Hidden Power Ice and not Hidden Power Fire. Okay. Okay, so Landers goes down and my Wish did nothing. Wow. And now, oh man. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I don't know what to tell you guys. I think I can potentially go out into Latios and try to set up a Dragon Dance. But this is ridiculous. How does he have Hidden Power Ice? How does he do that? Wow. Okay. Yeah, that poison plus crit from Sludge Bomb really, really, really threw me off. Now I have to attack here, or I just go out into a Alomomola actually because the Shadow Sneak was obvious, and that means Dusknoir goes down. So Dusknoir and Mega Venusaur are now down. It's a 3-on-2 battle. And I think Alomomola can close this out for us. The combination of Scizor and Alomomola should be more than enough to close this game out. But wow. Andrew definitely made the plays he needed to do in order to get back into this. Now I'm gonna protect because I think the ice type move, okay, he actually goes for Earthquake. So Earthquake is fine by me. I'm just gonna click Wish. Even if it's Choice Banded Earthquake, it will not KO me and shouldn't do more than 50% as long as it's not a critical hit. But I'm gonna check actually. Mamoswine. Choice Band. Because my Alomomola. Yeah. Okay. So Infernape comes back in. I'm gonna click Scald. He Will-O-Wisps. That is fine. Oh man. Infernape is so bulky. Okay, I think a Taunt is coming right now. So I'm gonna switch out into my Latios. And okay, there's a slack off. So I should be faster. I don't know if I will KO him, but Zen Headbutt should do a ton of damage. Like enough where a burn will not really matter. But this Infernape is a big issue, guys. It's a really big issue. Like, we have to say, wow, 57% only. And he has connected every single Will-O-Wisp. Oh man, we're going to lose to a bulky Infernape. And I cannot believe this. I really cannot believe this. We couldn't get a flinch. We couldn't get a crit. We couldn't get a miss. All of those would have helped us out. And now Umbreon is gone. Fuck. I'm going to lose to this Infernape. I'm actually going to lose to this Infernape unless I get a flinch here. I do get the flinch. Wow. Now I have to connect my Zen Headbutt. I absolutely have to connect the Zen Headbutt. Or he switches out into Mamoswine. He actually oh no, come on. He survives. What? Zen Headbutt did 57% and then it did 28%. We got such a low roll. Wow. Incredible. Everything is going. Oh man, come on. I'm going to lose this game because of that. This is truly, utterly ridiculous. Okay, if I click Wish right now, he taunts me. We've only seen Will-O-Wisp and Slack Off. He's gonna have Taunt. I know he's going to have Taunt. Oh. Wow. I have no words. That critical hit was too much. It was too much. I'm gonna click Scald here. Ah, he goes for an Icicle Crash, which does nothing, but he gets the flinch. Okay, so you would imagine he's locked into Icicle Crash, right? So I'm gonna click Scald again. Yeah, he's locked into Icicle Crash, and he gets another flinch. Come on. So now I have to wish because of the burn. Ugh. I protect. Man, this is truly, truly awful. Absolutely awful. Now I get the clicks called. Unless he flinches me. No, he doesn't. I get the burn. Okay. So I have to find an opening with a Lomomola. I guess my obvious play is Wish here right now. And he flinches me. Okay, so Mamoswine goes down. So now it's Infernape versus the world. A full HP, bulky Infernape. I'm gonna click Wish here. Let's see what he can do. He has Mach Punch. Gets a critical hit, but the Rocky Helmet. Okay. The Rocky Helmet will help us. I'm gonna click Scald here. I do have the Wish backing me up, and what we need to do is run him out of slack offs or get a critical hit Scald somewhere in between. He has 12 slack offs left, so I'm gonna click Wish once more, and then I'm going to click Scald. The Mach Punch, I think going for Mach Punch is going to hurt him more than he thinks. Because now he goes for a slack off. Yeah. Okay, so 10 slack offs to go. I have to be wary of my wishes though. So would a Mach Punch do 20% to my Latios here? Yeah, it doesn't really matter though. It actually doesn't matter because I'm burnt with Latios. Oh man, how do I win this? Scissor has not even come into play. I am burnt. Ugh, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe what is going on. Close combat, no. Okay, Mach Punch does 10%. So I guess I can go out into Latios. He goes for a Will-O-Wisp, that's fine. The wish comes true, and I get my full HP back. So, we don't know what other attacks he does have, so I'm gonna click Dragon Dance here. Let's see what he has in store for us. He has Fire Punch, which only does 20%. So, I don't think I can do this. Another Fire Punch plus the burn, because Ascend Headbutt right now, I mean, would only force him, yeah, it does 38%, and he gets the Fire Punch off. Oh boy. So I would need a flinch, actually. So I'm gonna go out into my Alomomola. There's the Mach Punch, Rocky Helmet. So he went for the Mach Punch to not get flinched, I guess. 10 slack offs to go. So I'm gonna click Scald. If he attacks us plus the Scald damage, that could be enough to knock down the Infernape, but no, yeah, he's not gonna attack me anymore. Oh man, a critical hit Scald there would have been enough. So I'm gonna click Scald once again. There's the slack off. I need to put him under a lot of pressure in order for him to use his slack offs. A critical hit Scald here. If he doesn't slack off, would win us the game. But no, he does go for the Slack Off. So at least we burned 2 more. Now I have to go for a Wish. Definitely have to go for a Wish. But yeah, Fire Punch being his last move means that Scissor has no business coming in here. So this is me basically trying to stall him out of Slack Offs with a Lomomola. There's a Wish. And wow, I think I'm actually going to protect here because I'm at very low HP and maybe a critical hit Mach Punch. I mean, it probably wouldn't do enough. But I just want to make sure, yeah, he does go for the Mach Punch. So those leftovers, if I had knockoff, that would be great. But I'm gonna click Scald once again. I basically don't want to let him recover enough. Please, critical hit Scald. Nope. Okay, so now he goes for a Slack Off. I go for a Wish. He has 7 Slack Offs left. So I click Scald again. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is really frustrating. This is really, really frustrating, but I think we can come out on top in the end. I think so. He goes for the Mach Punch. Scald will deal a ton of damage. I will get my wish come true. Now he goes for another Slack Off, so I go for Scald. And now I go for my wish. He has 6 Slack Offs left. Perfect. I think we can pull this off. Basically, I need him to pull off double Slack Offs before I run out of wishes. Okay, so does he attack me right now? I'm gonna go out into my Latios, heal that guy to full HP, because as long as we get some HP recovery through Regenerator, and we put on pressure with Send Headbutt. Can I get a critical hit Send Headbutt or potentially a flinch? I do get the flinch. So I'm gonna click Send Headbutt once again. Can I get another flinch? I don't get another flinch. I do not get another flinch. 5 Slack Offs though. 5 Slack Offs. Gonna click Send Headbutt again. He goes for a Fire Punch plus the burn damage. Now I go out into my Alomomola once again. He goes for a Slack Off. That's fine. That's 4 Slack Offs to my 4 wishes. But I'm at really low HP, so I am forced to wish here. I'm free to Scald now. I have to put more pressure with Scald. I have to run him out of Slack Offs. I think I can. I really, really think I can. Especially if he goes for Mach Punches. Especially if he goes for Mach Punches. I'm gonna go for a Scald here, because he might go for a Slack Off. 4 Slack Offs, guys. 4 Slack Offs. There's a Slack Off. There's a Scald. Now, I'm gonna go for a wish. See, I think I have to start alternating my Alomomola's Regenerator. But I have to force this Scald. I have to force the Slack Offs. There's the Will-O-Wisp. There's the Scald. I have not gotten 1 critical hit. He's gonna go for a Slack Off right now. So I'm gonna go out into my Scissor. There's the Slack Off. Unfortunately, I don't put too much pressure, or any at all really, with my Scissor. But My custom set. Okay, so Fire Punch should probably do enough, or it will do enough rather. Actually, no. If he's not invested, like I don't think he is, I'm going to Mega Evolve, and I'm going to U-turn. He's gonna go for a Fire Punch. No, he goes for a Will-O-Wisp, and he misses. So I get the U-turn off, and that accomplished nothing. Literally nothing. I guess I did heal my Alomomola. So I'm gonna click Scald once more. He has 2 Slack Offs left, and he's going for Mach Punch. So he has to Slack Off right now, or else I win. So I'm gonna click Scald once again. He has 1 Slack Off left, guys. He has 1 Slack Off left. I'm gonna click Wish. I also have only... Oh wow, he has no Slack Offs left. He has no Slack Offs left. I'm gonna heal my Latios here, because I also get the 30% healing off of Alomomola, but he has no more Slack Offs. I think we can win now. I really, really think we can win now. He goes for the Fire Punch. That's fine. Our Wish heals us so much. And now, what I need to do is to connect this and Headbutts and get potentially 1 flinch or so somewhere. But bring him down enough where a few Scalds will be able to finish him off. He might go for a Mach Punch here. No, I might get a flinch. Nope, no flinches. Okay, so Infernape takes down Latios. Now, I'm gonna bring in Alomomola, and if he attacks me, he loses. So yeah, I think going for Scald. Yeah. So that's the game. Wow. 87 turn match, guys. 87 turns. 87 turns. After that critical hit, Sludge Bomb, Poison, almost did us in because of all the burns accumulating. And wow. If I had brought a special type Latios, that would have been a lot better for sure. But I definitely thought he was going to bring his Latias and his Crafty, because I had the Roselli Berry and the Natural Gift to be able to hit that Crafty for 4 times super effective damage. But wow, what a battle, man. Good game, Andrew. Really, really good game. Probably the toughest match I've had in the TCL. Probably the toughest match by far, and it's no surprise that he's in 2nd place, honestly. But I believe after this win, this guarantees that we will be 1st place going into playoffs. Not entirely sure, but I believe so. So yeah, thank you guys for supporting the Blackthorn Nidoqueens. We will definitely give our best next week, but this should seal 1st seed for the playoffs, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Please go and watch Andrew's side of the battle if you want to see what his reasoning was for the sets he brought. And that will be all for today, guys. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.